everyone, and welcome back to Icewind Dale. Say hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm coming back. It's been a while. I'm sorry. I'm old.
It has been a while.
I'm old.
I'm old.
Damn, he does a better Linja than me. Where we last left off, after the party had officially taken care of their business here in Caer Dynaval, a lot of shit happened, let's just say. The highlights include Merkin and Alonso effectively, and I think Nick was there too? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Okay. The three of you decided to follow a trail that you almost missed because since Embers is no longer with us, he had mentioned before he left that he had trailed several hooded. Well, he didn't trail, but he saw several hooded figures that were basically hiding their appearances, who were, let's just say, of a stoutly demeanor that could indicate maybe they are Dwergar. So you essentially follow their lead, follow footprints, and it leads you to a sort of derelict home in a derelict. Actually, no, wait, no. Before that, Alonso, you had tried to talk with Mir, who you learned how the hell he ended up here. And the reason for that is because he was hungry on the day that the Knights of the Black Sword took over the Caer, and he got stuck in the crossfire, and he wasn't allowed to leave because of that, because, there's no guarantee he wouldn't blab, considering what happened. But now that, essentially his freedom has been secured, and you found out that he was now being trained by the now freed staff of Caer Dynaval to be one of the chefs inside the Caer. And that's when you learn that the reason he's here, he was hungry, and the reason he was hungry is because his parents died. To which you decided to investigate his house, which, once you had the idea of the Dwergar in mind, things might have added up. And sure enough, they added up as you went inside and you found two mostly perfectly frozen corpses, basically sitting upright on the family love seat. Although the bodies were essentially crafted. The scene was crafted for them to sit upright. As you investigated the house, you learned that apparently Mir's parents were secretly members of the Harpers, and that the Harpers, as you remember, is sort of a city-stateless, mercenary company that seeks justice around the Sword Coast. They're not really bound to, one part of Sword Coast to begin with, but essentially they do their own private investigations for the pursuit of justice, and these two came over to Icewind Dale to investigate the Dwergar, and, well, somehow, someway, the Dwergar found them out first, and apparently ambushed them, killed them, and constructed the scene so that if anybody were to go looking, they wouldn't be able to know what the hell happened otherwise. So that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But enough of that shit. While that was happening, Ezekiel decided to have fun at the tavern, since Speaker Trovis and his men were still around, and
Oh yeah, I was on holiday. I wasn't dealing with no more stuff, alright? I was in the car with my favorite snacks, the AC was on, I'm chill, moisturized, vibing in my lane. I was not gonna get into any more trouble.
and while you were not getting into more trouble, you decided to get into a little bit of a drunken arm wrestling contest with Trovis. And by drunken, I mean they still have no actual alcohol, but Trovis sort of gaslit himself into thinking it was.
That's the alcohol tolerance of a toddler. His liver has just given up entirely at this point.
A man only lives to be drunk.
It's like, oh, is that water? Let's pretend it's jet fuel. Let's rock.
Oh, it's working. But yeah, you had an arm wrestling contest with him, and somehow, some way, you won.
Twice. To
the point where I had no choice but to increase your strength by 1 because what the fuck?
My muscles have never been wider.
Apparently, they must have always been this wide. You just never noticed.
Brother, I'm a twink. There ain't no way I was ever gonna notice.
Well, yeah, but you transform. Maybe you can do it with your arms.
I do. That is very true. But it is more performative than it is, like, productive because I don't transform mid-battle. Like, I fight with my sword and my mouth because I bite things, but I definitely don't make it I don't make it a habit to be like, you know, our glowing golden owl god who transforms mid-fight and blows things up with his mind.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Ezekiel skips leg day. But in any case, as you brought this information back to Mir, Alonso, you, if I recall correctly, remind me, what was it that made you want to cast plant growth over the place?
To have a funeral for the Mir's
Right.
Mir's parents and the guards that died.
And you ended up rolling a natural 20 on that religion check, if I remember correctly, which made things go way bigger than it was originally intended to, as you have essentially grown an entire miniature forest around the entire care, as, for all intents and purposes, you have effectively cast the spell Hallowed Ground.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, last
for
session
1
was a
year
very
minimum,
lucky game.
yeah, it was. Oh my god, yes. So effectively, for a minimum of 1 year, or if somebody else takes care of it, this whole area surrounding the care is now bountiful to an extent, and is protecting from the cold, as there is a, if I remember correctly, a little bit of a supernatural mildness in the air inside of here. Like, the snow, if I remember right, visibly melted inside here.
I don't remember exactly, but at least it's like blocking wind and stuff too. So
Yes.
Essentially speaking, yeah. Like,
to-
this whole area surrounding is dense.
Yes, so the 2 hollowed abilities that Alonso had picked was Everlasting Rest. Dead bodies are not going to turn it into undead, which may or may not be an issue up here in Icewind Dale, and Courage, which affects people here can't getting the frightened condition.
Yes. In order to cast this for the, you spent, if I remember correctly, is it a full 8 hours or 24 hours to get
8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours. So, effectively, you had spent an extra day to cast this, and boy, oh boy, did you cast it.
Boom.
Ooh, bitch.
So, that is where we left off, so we will pick up from there as, once again, it is morning time. Effectively speaking, your affairs here in Caer Dynaval are finished, but is there anything that you all would like to do before you move on?
Nick is going to proceed to stab every one of the cultists that are still here.
That's my wheeler woe roll. It's woe again.
All right.
Yeah,
I
lots
think
of will.
I've got woe like the last 3 times. I think.
All right. So Nick, I'm gonna need you to specify what exactly do you mean by stab?
I'm going to grab a simple dagger. I'm going to go to the guards that are being under the watch of Tropus and say, "Hey, everybody, let's have a little chat, but before we decide to make our leave." And Nick is going to make it very apparent to everyone, especially towards our new guard that are under, that are here. They've been told this before, but they are being reinstated a third time. That if they fuck up, there is no second chances here. There is no running, and if they try to run, Trobus is going to kick their ass. And if they, by some miracle, they manage to escape, I will hunt them down. And I will have a piece of their blood so that I will be able to hunt them down no matter what part of Icewind Dale they hide in.
See, that was the part I wanted to ask you about. What is it about the blood that lets you do that?
Scrying.
You have access to scrying?
We have a mirror. And they don't need to know that I can cast that spell. They just need to know that, tracking magic is a thing.
They don't have to know the specifics. Just that it's a threat.
Yeah. They just need to know the threat, right? I guess roll me an intimidation check then.
Intimidation. Nick is, let's see, not proficient in intimidation. Would be better. He's better with persuading people. A lot better. But here we go. 5.
5.
Wait, may I assist him?
If you assist him, that'll bring it to 7, but you may if you wish.
I was just gonna say it's just like, don't forget that this guy's gonna go easy on you. I won't.
I forget, can you shift, like, an unlimited times per day?
It's just a feature that is like a
Gotcha.
part of my race. It's not like a slot or anything like that.
Gotcha. Okay. Either way, with a 5 and 7... What?
No, I was just like it's very like I get taller and bigger, and it's just like I just growl. And it's just like I'm sure there are two, and if that doesn't get him in line, I don't know what will.
Yeah. Either way, with a 5/7, Nick, and Zeke as well, you look towards the old Knights of the Black Sword, and Ezekiel, the ones that, if you had selected differently, would have been your underlings. They look tired. They don't look hungry, necessarily speaking, but generally speaking, they look very tired and unsure about a lot of things, considering everything that has happened so far over the past few days in particular. Just a few days ago, they were effectively masquerading as guards, and then basically a whole coup happened under everybody's noses inside the care, and now they're actually the guards, but also kind of slaves in their own right. And they have no idea whether or not Cranach is going to be nice to them, or, if Trovis also isn't gonna be nice to them, even though Trovis is always a bundle of joy, seemingly at every moment.
Bro, he's ready
And
to
it's
take anyone to Suplex City. It's just like don't trust that smile. That's how you get
yes,
hooked.
yeah. So you can tell, like, just from looking at them, that it's like they are their minds are not focused on escape. Their minds would have been focused on survival, but now that that's there, their minds are focused on, like, what's even left for us more than anything. And until they even get a grasp on what that is, only then can they, like, really figure out what the hell they want to do next. But generally speaking, there's no reason for them not to comply at this moment.
Alright, I'm marking down. Nick gathers blood samples from all the warlocks.
Now,
Such a
Nick.
professional note taker.
Now, Nick. You plan on preserving these blood samples?
It's cold outside.
And-
Fine.
I mean, I just need to soak it into like a cloth or a piece of leather, and then wrap it.
I see.
I
So, are
mean-
you keeping these for yourself, or are you handing them to Kranok?
For the sake of this, keeping it on myself. This is an incentive. If I leave it here, it's possible someone can steal it. If I have it on me and I hear word that Kranok has been murdered by one of these guys, or these guys are just escaped, it ensures that I have access to this, and they don't have access
Right.
to destroy it.
Right. So, I guess in that case, I forget, how many guards did I say operate here?
I think there was at least 25.
25. So, I guess add 25 bloody cloths to your inventory.
I'm just gonna write down 25 blood samples. And not like
quote unquote.
I'm not like nicking an artery and watching them bleed out. I'm just like prick your finger and place it here.
Yeah. Actually, do you do like an individual cloth for each person, or do you have like all 25 people prick their finger and stain the same cloth?
I mean, probably one cloth just to save they only need like a drop of their blood.
Right.
And I can-
Just a tiny little dot.
Yeah, a little dot and a name on top of like, hey, here's this person's sample.
Right. Okay. Yeah, they comply. They're more shell shocked than anything. But yeah, they comply.
I also realized it was kind of pointless trying to intimidate them because they can't. They're under the effects of the courage effect of Hollowed here.
Whoops.
Well,
Zeke
okay.
shrinks and it's like, boss man, I did that display and everything. And you're telling me it was for nothing?
Well, okay. Being in an aura of courage doesn't mean that you can't feel fear, so much as it's like it prevents you from being crippled by fear.
That's true. Being courage is not meaning not knowing fear. It means being able to do shit regardless, doing it while
Put
scared.
aside, yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, with that settled, Nick is going to gather the party and say, "All right, so looks like Cara Dynevol is all set and squared away. We have our
Yeah.
sled, we have our dogs. Yeah, the only other place that we have to go to is East Haven. And
Yeah.
handle the Duragars that are camping out in the middle of the lake."
And the people who are very gung ho about doing whatever the cult of the Frostmaid wants them to do.
Yeah, it is still. I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm a little bit worried that they may have figured out that I was the one that let Wizzo out, but it's been what, a couple of weeks.
At least one.
Zeke just like scratches his head. It's like, what is time anymore?
I mean, there's not exactly a sense of day and night and day nowadays. Kind of feels like one long day most of the time.
Yeah.
Either way, is there anything we need to do before we set out? Any potions, rations? I mean, we're good on rations. Good berries.
I think we're fine. Let's go.
And I gotta-
Let's go look at our good boys, our dogs that have just kind of been in the background for a bit.
Yeah, for pretty much this whole time, they had been stationed in the stables in the care, both when you were hiding your intentions from Kadroff, and now after the care has been liberated. So they kind of been chilling this whole time. I believe you all have your new sled as well, yeah?
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so, for all intents and purposes, you are back to where you would have been before, the Remarath, completely fucked up your sled.
Hooray.
My
So
baby.
with that said,
I'll never let
I'm just
anything
gonna
happen
go
to you again.
ahead, so with that said, going once on, affairs here in Caer Dynavol, going twice.
No, yeah, all taken care of.
And we're good.
Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shift music here.
Sweet, I'm driving.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh no.
And we are back on the world map.
Looks over to Market. The fuck you mean? Oh no.
What do you mean? I didn't say that.
I heard it. I heard your thoughts. He
What's
shovels his
thoughts?
brow. He shovels the brow that he doesn't have, and it's just like,
Is that a high
Mm.
enough level for it?
Hmm. Well, off we go.
Alright, navigation is that way. And
Okay, so if I remember correctly,
I gotta roll land vehicles, right?
yes.
yes, we'll get to that
Alrighty.
in a second.
Okay.
Okay, from Caer Dynavol to East Haven would be 9 hours. So cutting that in half will be 4.5.
Rangers.
It's
Fair.
Zeke just hugs Nick. I'm like, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you have eyes.
You were gonna say, Jesse?
I was gonna say, he already said it. Like, with. Sorry, yeah, I was gonna say they're very useful on campaigns like this.
Yeah. Where you have a lot of travel.
Go,
Right,
go, Horizon
so-
Ranger.
Mhm.
Do.
My
Alright.
boy.
Rolling land vehicles.
Yes.
It's my strength modifier, right?
Let me double check.
Either way, I'll give you a guidance, as I'll just poke your shoulder.
And I will have give him advantage.
Okay, let me see here. It is make a no, it would be a dexterity check plus your proficiency modifier. You're proficient in land vehicles, right?
I am, yes.
Yeah, so it'd be dex plus proficiency.
Okay.
So 19, and I will roll a d4 for you.
Oh, he has
20.
a what is it? A plus 5 to it?
Plus 7,
Oh, 7.
because it's dex plus
See.
proficiency.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
so that's gonna be...
20. Dirty 20.
Right. Wait, hold on. The 7 happened, and then a 4, and then a 3 on top of that. So he rolled 7 on the die, and then plus 7. Okay. So 14, and then plus 1 would be 15.
Well, Nick
And-
was also helping him to give him advantage.
Okay, I was waiting for someone to explain why
Yeah.
we were using the other number. Thank you. Okay,
Navigation,
one sec.
driver, and moral support from Lonnie.
Right. So, let me just take care of some stuff here. Somebody go ahead and roll me a D100, and I am also gonna roll something.
We'll do it. You haven't rolled anything yet.
You
Roll
bear
what?
the responsibility of the run
A D100.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. No,
Oh no!
no, please.
What?
That's what I rolled last time.
Oh
What's
no!
wrong?
Oh no!
Oh, is that true?
I
It
think
was a high number.
we rolled a high number.
Oh.
Let me take a look.
Are we
here.
gonna fight a dragon?
Hold on a second. Let me whip out Xanathar's guide real quick.
as we're driving through the snow, and it's just like, come on, boss man, you know I've always wanted to fight a dragon.
I mean, it depends on the dragon.
What do you mean?
Well-
It's like they all got scales, they all have super amazing powers. Yeah, sure, they're different elements, but it's like, come on, a dragon's a dragon, and wouldn't it be awesome if we fought one?
Yes, if we fought an evil dragon, it would be fun. But, you know, some dragons are nice. Like, gold dragons are legitimately the best dragons out there. They're, like, the
I-
epitome of goodness.
I said fight a dragon, not kill a dragon.
Okay, so
I see.
it was
Far.
96, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, 1 second then.
Dragon. I'm
Why are you
sorry.
wishing this?
I'll just spar with one. It's fine.
I shouldn't. I shouldn't obviously be praying for our downfall. Although a dragon would be kind of cool. Not gonna lie,
No cap.
bro. If somebody tells me they don't want to fight a dragon, they are absolutely lying to themselves. Dragons are cool,
Alright, so
I'm a melee ranger.
Alright.
and I'm a melee
so-
rogue. Welcome to the club.
I'm a squishy caster.
Alright, so I would now like since Will did it before, I would also like for you to say high or low real quick.
Rollers.
High rollers.
High rollers? Okay.
Yes.
High rollers. High rollers.
Okay, so 1 second. Give me a second here. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Alright, so, you all are, traversing, the path, and, something unfortunate happens, let's just
Oh,
say.
no.
Fuck East Haven, man. We're just gonna leave him at this point. Oh god.
As you hear, the rumblings of a blizzard begin to descend upon you all.
Bitch.
Why is it always while we're traveling? It was perfectly clear when we were running through here, when we were leaving.
I mean, to be
Okay.
fair, Lonnie did give a ginormous middle finger to the goddess, so.
Listen, she's not the only goddess that controls weather. Like, come on.
No, you're not wrong. I'm just saying, like, it might have been a factor.
Alright, so, let's see here.
Just wait till I can control the weather, bitch.
Alright, so, while you are in this blizzard, as usual, your visibility is hard capped at 30 feet. It lasts for well, I'm gonna roll this in private. Oh, actually, you know what? Somebody enroll me publicly 2d4.
Publicly.
Yes.
Thing.
7.
This is going to be a 7-hour-long blizzard.
Ugh.
Jesus.
Why did you punish me for rolling well?
That's what it says in the book. It's
Okay.
2d4 for blizzard length.
I'm over here like, hey, it's a 7. Imagine if I got 2 1s.
I mean, then it would be a 2-hour blizzard. But yes, let's see here. Alright, so, I need one of you to designate yourself as the navigator.
Nah, that's gonna be Nick.
Currently, alright, that is going to be Nick. Nick, this is a 4.5-hour long trip, so I need for you to go ahead and roll me 4 survival checks, but one at a time. I will tell you when to roll each one.
Alrighty. Survive.
Guidance for each one.
Here are the stakes here. If you fail the check, you veer off course and you effectively skip an hour's length of travel. If you fail by 5 or more, something is going to happen.
Oh no.
So go ahead and roll me your first survival check.
Alrighty, I have
Give it-
advantage because of my, because Ranger in my favorite terrain. And Lonnie is giving me
Yeah,
guidance.
Guidance, yeah. I already got it queued up.
Alright, that is going to be 23.
23.
The first hour is going to be a success.
Nice.
Give me number 2.
Natural 20.
Alright, natural
hell
20.
I'm not gonna roll that guidance then. I just
Alright.
keep it queued.
Okay, so, I would like for everybody during this segment here to go ahead and roll me perception checks with disadvantage.
I have advantage on them, so it'll equal out to me. Well,
Oh!
Once again-
Wow!
Oh, Jesus.
What can I say, gentlemen? My ears can see everything.
Oh my-
Apparently,
Holy
fuck.
fucking shit.
We're
This
really
is-
on point today.
Let me just fucking say,
Locked
by the way,
in.
Ezekiel, during these blizzards, you would be at your most blind. Not
Yeah,
because
I'm
you can't
absolutely
see
most
anything,
vulnerable.
but you would see too much, and it would
Yeah.
like overload your senses.
Zeke took a
But-
level in monk to like get in tune with himself to filter out
Real
noise.
low.
Fucking for real. Wow. Not a single roll below a 20. That is incredible.
We're like,
so-
we see you, bitch, out there in the blizzard. What you gonna do?
You don't see it necessarily. Instead, what you see are very heavy footprints in the snow. Footprints in the snow from a, let's just say, a huge size creature of some degree. It's that big of a footprint.
It's probably a bear.
Do they look? Does it
It's
look like a
only
bear? That would
Make
know what a bear looks like.
perception check for me.
We rolled 20s on perception checks. Can I just see?
Okay, yeah, sure. The indentation on the ground almost kind of looks hand-like, but what would be the thumb kind of looks a little bit deformed until you realize that it's not a thumb, it's a side digit on a foot. It's almost monkey-like in nature.
Oh no.
It's Bigfoot, guys. No.
It's the Yetis.
Yeah. Are the prints going in the direction we're going?
I will say, with these high rolls, you know that, these are heading, like, you would be over here, and these would be heading, east, towards, Lake Dinishir.
Okay, Okay, so if we're careful, we can probably avoid it.
Right. You do have to navigate through the tracks because they leave such a dent that it sort of like morphs the snowy terrain around you.
It's a pothole.
It's basically a pothole, yes. Alright, with that said, round 3, go ahead and roll me another perception, Nick.
Could I cast a spell before this, however?
What are you casting?
I'd like to cast Aid on my 3 allies.
Are you upcasting it?
I can't.
Alright, so everybody has 5 temporary max HP. Actually, wait, choose up to 3 creatures. So that would be 4 people, right?
I mean,
No, it's 3 creatures.
only 3
Oh,
creatures.
so who's missing out?
Me.
Okay, so everybody except Nick, for the next 8 hours, you are considered to have 5 higher max HP.
And
Right.
our squishy casters and our rogue to be a little more survival.
Gotcha.
I have 66 hit points.
So close to
Ow.
nice.
I have 48 hit points.
Oh,
Me too.
Are druids really this tanky?
I mean, yeah. Druids can be pretty tanky, especially if they turn into something with a lot of, like, wild shape into something with a lot of HP.
Yeah.
Fire.
Like a gorilla.
There she is the
Or a
list.
giant tortoise that has 500 HP.
Oh, hell yeah. I want to see
Yeah.
that.
Alright, next survival now?
Nick needs to make
Yes.
another survival check, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, round 3.
Round 3 with advantage and guidance.
Guidance.
22.
That's going to be 22. That one will be a success. Round 4, this will be the last one until you reach East Haven. 20 plus 3, 23.
23.
Okay. How do you, Nick, sort of like navigate throughout this blizzard?
Nick understands that traveling in a blizzard is not ideal, but ultimately, the best way to get through it is to... Which way is the wind actually going?
I will, roll something real quick. For the sake of flavor. Why are D8s the hardest dice to find?
You gotta look for the diamond.
They're diamonds.
But they all look like diamonds, the more things they have.
They're the ones that poke
like-
the hardest when you pick them up.
A D4? Okay.
Well,
You know what? I'll just roll it here. Uh, 4. It is going directly south.
Okay. So it probably helps us as the first length of the journey. We have the wind to our back as we're going from north to south west. The snow and wind is not in our face, and with the wind to our back, we're traveling relatively quick. Nick has to slow things down a little bit and maybe take the reins to help navigate a little bit better. Especially once we start seeing those potholes, Nick is going to kind of divert our path to not follow exactly those paths, but those paths are most likely the paths of least resistance, until we eventually start getting onto the journey towards the eastern path to East Haven. On this last length of the land, we are traveling a little up close to this elevation over here. And at that point, we just let the downward momentum just speedline us as we just race the last length of this to East Haven.
Okay, so I will keep the blizzard ambience going because there's still quite a bit of time left on this.
About 3 hours left.
Roughly, give or take, yeah. So switch music here. As we once again return to East Haven.
E.
And I am going to shift the map back over to East Haven for the first time in a while.
Yeah, we haven't been here in
I'm gonna
a long
be
time.
really embarrassed if there's some tokens on screen that I forgot to delete, like that.
Oh god.
Oh
And this.
lord. It's old Alonso.
No! Get away, he doesn't exist.
Alright, go ahead and... yeah, there you go. So, you once again find yourselves back in East Haven. Hold on. At the moment, there really isn't activity on the streets right now, since everybody is held up right now in, they are currently held up right now, hiding from the, basically speaking, hiding from the blizzard at the moment. But you do see that some of the bigger buildings, since this is, effectively speaking, the second largest town of the 10 towns, there are establishments that are open with lights on. And there definitely seems to be, let's just say, all of their taverns and their services would definitely be open by this point.
Yeah, I remember
If you wish to get inside.
Yeah, we have two to choose from. I have my notes here. There's the White Lady Inn, which is named after an
Oh
urban...
god, right!
Wow, woman.
Yeah, with the Bardabin is the owner there. I think he was the really depressed one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then there was the more traditional adventurer inn called the Wet Trout. But the barkeep there, I don't have a name for him, was really gung-ho about the whole sacrificing people thing. So we can deal with Bardabin's aura of depression if we want.
Oh my god.
I'd rather go to the Wet Trout.
Also, you know, we're outsiders and maybe they want to get rid of outsiders.
Well, we can't stay out here in the blizzard for too long. We need to pick a decision. Either go to the haunted place or the Wet Trout, where the bartender may be a little extra murder happy.
I vote White Lady.
Yeah, I'd rather not be accosted by, like, zealots right now, so... More of depression it is.
Fine.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that he was depressed, it's that this place was haunted.
Oh, we didn't have any trouble.
Alright, White Lady, alright, where are the White Ladies at?
You're
To be fair-
probably confusing that tavern with the one in
The one in the
what's
west.
his name? Yeah, where the Zentarim have basically taken over.
In Targos, I think.
Yeah.
Targos, thank you.
The Luskan Arms is that one.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, the White Lady Inn is named after the urban legend, not that like it happens in
Yeah.
there.
Wow. It's alright, that's just gonna be a fucking stim for me the entire night, I hope you know.
What, white woman?
Wow, woman.
Wow.
Watching.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, you head on over to the White Lady Inn.
Yeah, catch yourself there, didn't you?
Man, I'm sorry.
It's been a long time since we've been back here. And that shit is still really funny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, let me see here. I don't see a barkeep listed. Did I make one up?
I think I made one up. I think it was a lady who actually worked here.
Yes. Did it specify what race in there?
I think it was like a halfling.
Yes. Okay. So, You don't see her immediately at the front desk. You see instead sort of a not like a poster or anything, like a little not what are those like upside down V sort of things that have like a you know how, in some people's office desks they have like a little name thing on like a little plastic thing that's like an upside down V so it stays upright?
Mm-hmm.
What do you call those?
Like a plaque?
The nameplate, name plaque, I thought.
A easel?
Sure. Either one of those would work. Either way, you see one of those things near the front desk that says, currently waiting out storm, place gold on desk if looking for room. We'll grant you key once storm is over. Hang out in lobby until then.
Interesting. I guess.
Where's he waiting out the storm at? Is he just at home?
They must not stay in the actual inn, I guess.
You actually, what is it? Shit, I might have to completely redo this.
It's fine. They can just be hiding out somewhere. They just don't want to do their job.
Never mind. You definitely see her there. Although currently, right now, there isn't really a lot of activity because people are bundling up right now.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, you said it's only been a week, right?
Weeks.
I said
Hard.
it as a joke. I don't know how long it's been.
I'm sure it had to be more than a week.
Yeah.
Even with Nick on your party.
It really only takes like at most 1 day of travel, but we are session 43,
Yeah.
so at most it has to be at least 3 weeks.
Yeah. He will look towards you all and says, I could have sworn I've seen you all somewhere before, but either way, welcome. Are you all looking for rooms?
Yes, just something to help outlast this blizzard.
Of course, of course. What price did I make you pay?
It's about
Next up, no matter.
I checked my notes. It's about a gold per person.
Say that again?
A gold per person.
Then there you go. She will look to you all and say, were you just waiting out today, or were you planning on staying a bit longer term?
We have business throughout East Haven. We have to speak with the speaker, and we may need to go out into the lake later, but for the time being, maybe set us down for 3 days?
3 days it is, as each of you will remove 3 gold from your inventory. As she will say, oh, you have business with the speaker.
Yes, we have a letter to deliver to them.
On what grounds?
Icewind is being invaded by Duragar.
Huh. That's interesting. Is this something that should be public knowledge?
I mean, it's probably going to be public knowledge in the very near future.
Strange. I haven't heard anything about Dwergar, but I guess everybody else will know sooner or later. Is this a pressing matter, might I ask?
Well, sooner the better. I mean, we effectively, they're the last of the 10 towns that we need to deliver a message to. But by all intents and purposes, it's important that everyone gets on board as quickly as possible.
Fair enough. Although, I don't know how long the speaker is going to be busy for, considering, well, before this blizzard, there was going to be a public event.
What kind of public event?
Oh, they found somebody who escaped prison, a goblin who was going to be burned at the stake earlier, and then somehow escaped, and then apparently they found him and are looking to try it all over again. But, well, this blizzard has completely put a halt to that, so I assume that when the blizzard is over, they're going to resume the public execution, and then at that point, then you should be able to get a hold of him.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's... What's his crime?
Oh, he had murdered others.
Slowly turn to look at Nick briefly.
You remember, Nick, that what Wezo told you was that he had an encounter with, Sethric, and had effectively defended himself. The scuffle apparently got him to kill other cultists of Oril, and by the time that, he was discovered and was effectively, out of spell slots and whatnot, it effectively seemed as though that he had randomly murdered civilians of the town, and so he was effectively imprisoned and sent to be executed for the crime of murder.
Cool.
I just look at you and just nod.
Anyway, so about those rooms.
Yeah, sooner the better.
Yes. Oh, so you are, so you're not getting an individual room?
I imagine all we need is like 2 maybe, like 2 for...
I imagine each room has at least maybe 2 bed or room for 2. I imagine people conserving body heat is a normal thing here.
Of course, yeah. There's enough people here that the human sacrifices are enough. So, we still have the lights on. But in any case, here you two go, and she will go ahead and hand you both 2 room keys.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you have a good night. Stay warm as we're just slowly inching our way to the rooms.
You do get her demeanor isn't necessarily like, oh yeah, I'm into this. It's more so like, yep, this is life here.
Still, it's very unnerving a little bit.
Right.
Yep. That's like, as we get out of earshot, Nick is gonna be like, fucking come on, Wezo, again?
Nick, this actually seems kind of strange to you because the interactions that you had with Wezo suggested that Wezo wanted nothing to fucking do with this place ever again after what happened.
Maybe he got caught?
That's weird. I mean, he may have wanted to come here to get his book back, but...
Or maybe something important brought him back.
I don't
I have
know.
a thought.
Yes?
I have a thought, but let's get up to our rooms first.
Ignore that, sorry.
Alright.
Yeah, by all means.
Yeah, so in that case, just so we don't necessarily have to put ourselves in the line of fire again, if it's coincidentally some other goblin that we're unaware of, I'm gonna send him to Wezo.
Yeah. It's like, hey boy, you got caught again?
Alright, what is it that you, send?
He is typing the message, so...
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
Hold on. Hold on, s'il vous plaît. We watch Merkin type the message out with one finger.
The cipher turns into like a typewriter.
We hear the clicking sound each and every single time.
Just waiting.
It feels like more than 25 words. Just
Yeah, I'm getting on it.
no. I'm making commentaries. I'm the one that's clicking.
Okay. Okay, fair.
Click, 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 click.
Hang on, what am I doing? Word counter.
Uh-oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
shush.
Oh right, I have to turn on the word counter thing. Wait, how do I enable that? And you're just trying to remember your own cipher.
Wait, do spaces count?
No! Moving up to the fucking, like,
Listen, in Microsoft Word they count.
Yeah.
Really?
It's annoying.
Right, wrong tab. Silly. Wezzo, we're in East Haven. Where are you? We heard someone that sounded like you may have been recaptured after an escape attempt. Let us know.
I'm gonna go ahead and also use a word counter so I can reply.
Yeah, yeah, that works.
Also, it's just one Z, but yeah.
Yeah, I figured it was one or the other.
Somehow Wizzo knows it's like, you misspelled my name.
You misspelled my name in this audible sending.
Mm.
Second.
So I don't know what it is, but like randomly my brain just kind of decided like from the Game Changer episode roulette to just like make it not really a stim, but like have it just be a thing that comes up in my brain every so often where Oscar just goes, I'm going to clone itself. And I'm like, brain, why?
Just simulacrum, and you have Clint on the mind.
I'm going to clone. No.
You are going to get this back.
Yeah, that tracks. That
And then
tracks.
immediately after you get this message, Wezzo is going to send a message directly to you.
Okay.
As all this message says is, "How are you all doing? Is the old hero doing all right? Tell him I miss him and his mustache."
Pretty glorious mustache, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, he's fine, it seems.
Else?
You don't get a reply back, but
Well-
you get the
well, no,
impression
no.
that yeah.
Sorry, no, that was not like his reply back. He's looking at Nick as he says that, just like, well, he's fine.
That's weird. So then, do you think? Well, go ahead and respond back to him how you want, but Nick is gonna think, like, shit, is there another goblin that got fucking got?
Oh boy.
Are you wanting to go after them again?
I don't know, I feel weird letting a goblin die out here.
I mean, yeah.
Nick, you feel weird letting anyone die out here.
It's like, they're gonna burn them at the stake. That's so fucked.
Do you think maybe they just picked a random goblin and then are passing him off as Wezzo?
So in other words, they're profiling. This place sucks.
Well, I didn't mean just like that. I meant more like, oh no, the wizard we thought killed a bunch of people escaped. What do we do now to appease Oral and her fucking bitches? You'll do.
Well, that still is pretty fucked.
It's not good.
Boss man, you keep making the entire world's problems our problems.
We're part of the world. Of course there are problems.
Every single person under every single stone, under every single grain of snow.
If people are in trouble, I help.
And on that note, as the conversation is going on, Merc is gonna send this back as his reply.
It's amazing how much you can fit. It's suddenly 25 words feels like a lot, and it's like, damn, this sentence is really well constructed.
Yeah.
So Wezzo wasn't planning on doing another sending, but as soon as you reply to that, Wezzo is immediately going to send another message back at you, where the first half of the sending is just him laughing, and then the second half is saying, yeah, you're not a good liar. I know he can't get rid of me that easily.
No.
Oh,
That's funny.
well, he doesn't understand what you mean, probably. So it's just funny like that.
Don't waste all your third level spell slots.
Well, this is Wezzo casting it, not me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is wizard etiquette. If you're gonna keep the conversation going, you gotta alternate, you either alternate, spell slots, or someone volunteers to do it more.
Boss man, they're texting each other. Give them a minute.
This is like early 2000s texting. It costs like 30 minutes to send one message.
It costs level 3 spell slots.
It's
You remember
$3
like-
it's $3 a letter.
Exactly. You remember when we had minutes on cell phones?
Oh,
Oh man, minutes. Wow, that brings me back.
We're old.
Remember collect calls?
Or let's not forget. I need to get off the phone.
Use the internet.
And
Oh,
I'll
just the
call you.
internet. Yeah.
Yeah, get off the internet or something like that, and I'll be ready by 9 p.m. where I have unlimited minutes.
Exactly. Yeah, we gotta have unlimited minutes under 9. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, you're replying to this message, right? Merkin?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Gotcha.
Also, this is
Sorry,
funny.
this is just really me all of a sudden.
It's all good.
Half of
Not
what's
that kind of substitute, more of a scapegoat. These haven't made me planning to sacrifice a random goblin man in your stead.
this time 20 were of the 25 words are ha 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 ha.
Lol. I only used
It's a-
22 words on that, by the way.
Imagine it's literally just like ha 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 ha, and last two of the 24, 25 is just tough shit.
Oh shit or tough shit?
Tough shit.
Tough shit.
Yeah, it makes sense.
He will send one last message saying, magic's running low. Thanks, by the way. Check if this one is also a caster. That might be how they got confused.
Good to know. reply, by the way. That's just him.
Yeah.
Musing.
Yes. Musing.
Makes a rhythm.
Yes. That's the joke now.
Yeah.
I mean, what's Wezzo doing in Dogen's hole?
That's not our business. We're not there yet,
the-
genius.
Imagine
The
he's-
obvious things, of course.
According to the text messages, all you heard is that he's doing his own investigation there. So if you had to guess, it's probably related to the Dwergar as well.
Either that or a spell book.
Yeah, true.
Alrighty. Well, in any case, Nick is going towards the window. Lonnie, you want in on this?
I guess.
Okay.
Go.
We'll be right back. I'm gonna.
You're
Now-
doing this without me? Again?
Okay, do you want to join us? I mean, you made it pretty clear that you didn't want.
I don't think I want to.
I mean, I mean, hey, you're the one that says that you don't want everyone else's problems to be yours. I'm offering you a chance to sit Osa now, and you're free to join me.
Boss man, the whole goal of the shindig was to make everyone our friends, and by doing this, obviously we're gonna make everyone our enemies. But if you're in on it, you best believe I'm going to be with you till the end of the line. The moment people stab me with 5 spears, I will keep walking as you walk forward.
Well, hopefully, if we do our job right, it won't come to that. Thankfully, I think that if we use the blizzard to our advantage, we maybe get this guy out of here before shit hits the fan for real.
And then, how do you propose we make our intentions known to the speaker if we're already having to leave town the moment that this one goes free again?
Well, we don't have to go. We just have to give them a way out, or at the very least, an option to escape.
Or hide them in here for a bit.
This is true. I'm just saying, be careful.
We'll put him inside a sock, he'll be fine.
Oh Lord.
He's a goblin. He's compact. He'll be fine. Anyway,
Right? Yeah, thank you. I didn't say it, he said it, but I agree.
all right,
I wish
Lonnie.
polymorph lasted longer. Yeah.
Turn into cast Pass Without a Trace, and can you wild shape into something small?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yep, it's 2014 rules. You are, well, even in 2024, if you cast a spell that requires concentration and then wild shape, it doesn't break it.
Yeah. I will cast this and then turn into a little mouse and be in your pocket.
All right. Merkin, you want to join us, or do you want to stay here and answer the door if anyone comes knocking?
Sorry, you said that, and all I can think of is answer the door. Girls, answer the door. Some stupid fucking thing. Anyway. I don't know. What the fuck would I even do? Well, I still have like 2 spell books to parse through here, so
You'll be busy.
yeah.
We'll let you do your wizard shit, and you can keep talking shit with Wezzo.
Wizard shit.
This is their bonding exercise. Is just sharing the tea through sending chat.
Nice.
Girl, you will not believe what I went through today. Anyway, all right,
Girl.
Ezekiel, with me.
You know it.
Merkin, the next message is, but anyway, enough about that shit. What's that about you having a vagina?
Oh my god.
Listen, they have to have conversation topics, bro.
Posted a picture. It's pretty funny.
You are welcome to come and confirm it.
You just get a reply that just says hot.
Hot.
I thank you.
Yep, pretty much.
While the girls have their tea.
So, so Nick, do you head over to the same place where you found Wezo?
Yeah, Nick is going to speed blitz with Zeke as we're both traveling at the speed of sound with Lonnie in our pocket, providing us that passive without a trace.
We look like those. We look like those really old '70s anime characters who are running super fast, but their legs are like back and forth, like little lines.
Yeah,
Oh,
the background just moves fast.
It isn't like Sonic where our feet are like circles. No, it's literally the lines.
Line blurs.
Yeah.
Looks
Okay,
like
so
Scooby-Doo, yeah.
I will say, yeah, sure. I forget where I pinged the town speaker would be. Actually, hold on. I think I would know.
If I remember correctly, it'd be around this general area.
Right. Yeah. Either way, if I remember correctly, the last time you were here, when you found Wezo for the first time, you. Oh, sorry. The last time you were here, you had saw Wezo through like a side window.
Yeah.
A side barred window with, you know, like you could reach inside, but you wouldn't be able to get inside.
Yeah.
When you look there, you notice that there are very haphazard, like, wooden planks over where that would be.
Ah, they got smart.
Yeah.
And then they figured it out.
Hmm.
I could chew through it, maybe.
You
Lonnie.
could shoot through it.
I'm a mouse.
No, he'll pick up Lonnie and say, Lonnie, can you maybe use your little mouse eyes to see if which one of these has the prisoner in them?
And just little salute.
We'll dig through the snow and let him gnaw his way through. Or squeeze through.
Okay. I'm gonna say roll me a dexterity check.
I just use my regular dex. I'm sure a mouse can't be
Yeah.
much different. 16.
16. So you burrow and you realize that. So give me the visual here. What is it that you're looking to do? Are you digging underground, or are you just
No, I'm gonna
trying
just
to
chew
peer through holes?
just chew through the wood.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I am going to roll something privately. Essentially what I'm rolling is how fast this goes. Because you rolled a 16 or higher, you were going to shave off a good number of minutes on this. As a reminder, the blizzard lasts for 7 hours. By the time you got here, there's roughly 3 hours left. And once you got settled in, that probably took about an hour and a half, so you have 2.5 hours before the blizzard stopped.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have that much time to find this guy, get him somewhere safe, and figure out what to do next from there.
Okay, so I'm going to say that because of the thickness of the wood, you're just drilling a hole enough for you to like look through, right?
Or squeeze through so I can find where he is exactly.
Or squeeze through, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you eat a hole through the wooden board and you peer inside. I believe mouses would probably have dark vision. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You look inside and you see the figure of a goblin, sort of held up in the corner, but he isn't like, stuck there. Like he isn't like unbound or anything. he's tied up, and not only is he tied up, he's practically hogtied. As you just see this figure just sort of like desperately flailing in vain against, you know, his restraints to no avail. One thing you immediately notice, he's not wearing the same bright red wizard robes. He seems to be dressed in more hooded winter clothing, more appropriate for the area, essentially.
So he doesn't look like a spellcaster.
As far as you're able to tell, yes.
Alright. Cool. I will... So again, like, is this a door I had to chew through or just a window?
A window. Essentially, it's like, when Nick came here before, it was an open window without any glass, with bars.
Gotcha.
Which meant the cold that would come in. And he was able to, you know, essentially give Wezo energy by reaching through the bars and letting him drain life from him so he could have spell slots to Misty Step out. Here, on the other hand, this goblin is completely hogtied, like, knees, you know, tied to back of arms, essentially.
Cool. I will poke my head back out and report to them, you know, pantomiming as a mouse that he is tied up, and I will mime that I'm gonna, like, chew through his ropes.
All right.
I'm sorry, but just, like, I'm imagining you, like, talking in Animal Crossing ease, like you sound like Isabel. Exactly, yeah, that.
Zeke nods his head and is just like, okay, yeah. Alright, don't worry, Lonnie, we believe in you.
All right. Zeke, it sounds like they've found their way through. Help me start undoing some of the nails on this board.
Alright, for that, I'm going to ask you to roll stealth checks for me.
All right.
I have thieves' tools. Would that work?
I have thief. Lonnie has thief tools. I have woodcarver's tools as well.
I will say you will roll stealth normally, but you will be rolling, we'll say, the time that it takes for you to open this will be way faster than normal, but you will be rolling stealth normally.
Gotcha, okay.
Alright.
Alright, that's gonna be 20 and 28 respectively. Okay. And okay. So far, it just seems as though everybody outside is just holed up waiting for the blizzard to pass over. But, over time, you, effectively speaking, so are you, like, bringing out the nails, or are you breaking the wood plank? Like, how are you disposing of it?
We are going to, like, yank out the nails, not destroy the boards, so that once we have the person out, we can just put the boards up like normal, and, you know, they'll think they just teleported away or something like that.
Yeah. Damn it, not another one.
Alright, so...
Yeah, while they're doing that, I'm gonna scurry on over to the guy, get in front of his face and wave my little mouse hands to get his attention.
As soon as you, get a good look at this guy, you see a guy who is about, like, he looks like he's in his mid-40s, has a very, like, deep stubble. Not like a beard, but very much like, kind of unkempt neck beard in a way. Very much like, the kind of, sleazy masculine figure to an extent. He looks a little bit malnourished, but is still desperately trying to, like, struggle against his restraints despite not really having that much muscle on him.
Yeah.
He looks towards you and just goes. As
Oh,
he
he's
just
gagged as
is
well.
like, yeah, like he is hogtied and gagged. I'm sorry, I thought hogtie meant also gag.
I think so. But regardless, but does he notice me, like, waving, like, hey, I'm actually like a sentient rat or mouse?
He's just looking at you, eyes wide, like, what the fuck? And then
Put a
eventually
little-
is like, you know what? Fuck it. What do you got to say, little guy?
I just put a little mouse finger up to my lips, so he'd be like, shh, quiet, and then point to the window.
And he looks over towards the now open window as he sees a few hands that are essentially opening the window, and you see him immediately sort of like strain against his restraints again, but not to escape, but more so like, oh shit, I'm actually being rescued? Maybe?
Question mark? And I will.
What's going on?
I will scurry climb onto him, and start chewing through his ropes.
Which ropes do you tear through first?
Well, if he's hogtied, isn't there like one central knot?
I don't know how that works, but I will say yes, but it's a very thick one.
So it'd probably be better than just to go individual. Let's go with his feet first, so we can at least stand.
Yeah, as soon as you, like, untie his feet, he immediately stands up and sort of, like, rushes towards the window to get a good look at you all. Do you expose yourselves to him? Like, do you let him see you?
Nick. I hate that you worded it like that. But,
I'm sure Cloak's on or something like that.
Nick has his hood up, and is going to whisper into the room and say, "Hey man, we gotta get you out of here. Just keep calm."
Merkin, do you show yourself?
Merkin's not here.
Morgan's not here.
I was gonna
Ezekiel's
say,
here.
I'm
Oh, what?
still at the inn.
Oh, okay.
Morgan stay behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ezekiel, do you show yourself then?
Zeke leans up to the window and he's like, shh, do not make a sound.
You hear him immediately go,
I'd like to reach in and undo his gag.
you reach, near the edges of his lips to get a grip on the gag, and you pull it down, and he immediately, just begins to pant and goes, holy shit, you actually here to help me?
Yeah, man, we're not a big fan of these human sacrifices.
What the fuck?
Mortal sacrifices.
What the fuck is happening?
Shh.
I just come into town and...
Calm down. They'll heal you if you start panicking. Come on.
You're gonna get me out, though.
All right. Lonnie.
Squeak.
Can you... Do you've got polymorph?
I just shake my head.
Shit.
But I hold my finger. I do have something. I will chew through his wrist restraints first before I hop out the window, and then
You fully free his person.
before I hop out the window and then jump through, and then I guess on wild shape as I go.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Okay. I'm gonna like. I'm gonna try to explain this. Like, put a piece of cloth through, to, like, make like what would essentially be like a thing where you would like put something in it and then pull it out of this window.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I'm going to shrink you.
You're gonna shrink me. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? Know what this is about? Yeah, sure. All right.
Just don't move. Just get on this thing and stay still.
I hear you. And he will comply because he doesn't really have any other choice.
Sorry, I was texting someone. Alright, and I will cast Reduce and make him go from small to, I guess, tiny?
Tiny. Let's see here. Reduce target sizes halves. Weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal for medium to small okay. So yeah, I believe it would be tiny size. So yeah, you watch as this goblin completely shrinks into the size of like a small fairy, basically. And
Well,
do you just like grab him outside of? Do you just grab him and pull him out of the window?
listen, like the fabric I laid down, like he could lay on it, we just pull him out through that.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna drop the spell, right?
It just lasts a minute. Just be patient. We need to put we need to
where are you
put this
taking
board
me
back up.
though?
Our in room?
Okay. Right. Yeah, sure. It's probably
Alright.
warmer there.
Yeah. And let's put the board back up and repair it, I guess?
Yes. Okay. I will say though, because you have casted this, you have dropped Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah, we don't need to repair it. We just need to put the boards back up.
Just put it back up,
Right.
yeah, make it look like it's okay.
Right. I will say, in that case, roll me one last stealth check. You were rolling it straight this time.
Even with the blizzard?
You don't know. Alright. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll for this guy, too. Oh, wow. Alright. 18 on the die. Alright, so, you quickly try to set up the board, but not completely, set everything back to exactly how it was to, give off appearances in case they try to, get him.
Yeah.
And, you managed to do that, so I imagine you're heading straight back, yeah?
Yeah, maybe taking a different route so we don't,
Yeah.
you know.
Nick will hand the tiny man over to Zeke and say, keep him safe, keep him warm. I'm gonna leave some trails.
You're gonna make a, you're gonna Zephyr Strike and just, make 30 different footprint trails?
Basically.
You're gonna just run around and make it confusing?
Basically, I'm going to, max dash and do 140 feet of just, oh, hey, there's a lot of foot traffic in this area, leading in multiple different directions.
Okay.
What route do you take through here?
I will draw out Nick's pathing.
I mean, you could do that, but I meant more so what is the route that Alonso and Ezekiel are gonna take?
I guess something. We'll definitely use Zeke's, roguish background. Lots of alleyways. Stay away from main thoroughfares and main streets and things like that. Be stealthy about it.
Yeah. I will say, about a quarter of the way through your trip back, unless you spend another spell slot to keep up concentration, it will break and he will return back to normal shape.
That's fine.
Alright, he returns back to normal shape.
Zeke is holding him in his arms because he tucked him into the nape of where his sweater is. So like, cause that's like the fluffiest part of Zeke's body, so he just holds him in his arms.
Yeah, he's still a small-sized creature at the end of the day, so you're still able to like hold him.
All right. I guess also if I'm losing concentration on that, I'll re-up this.
All right, you will recast Pass Without a Trace. Go ahead and make me one last stealth check as you make your way back.
Cool, cool.
Alrighty.
You do get your plus 10. All right, 27, 28, and 22. Okay, so you go ahead and deliver him back to the inn. Nick, do you reconvene with them roughly at the same time?
I'd say with how fast he's moving, after being convinced that he's left enough trails to convince whoever would be searching that they are left already, he's just going to zip around on the outskirts of town and get back to the inn from there.
I like to also imagine that like he's just going so fucking fast, like past all these houses. Everyone just thinks it's like a really big gust of wind.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a blizzard here not too long ago.
It's currently happening. So yeah.
They probably will think it's a little weird that it looks like a snowplow went through a couple of alleyways eventually. There's a lot less snow in certain paths.
It was the work of that wizard. All right, so you immediately go inside, and what do you do with your new acquaintance? Let's just say.
Right. Yeah. Nick will eventually sneak back into the room as the blizzard is almost up, kind of shake the snow out of his ears and hair, and says, "So, you're the unlucky bastard that got snatched up as the latest sacrifice. What's your name, stranger?"
Oh my god. He doesn't reply to you immediately, as by the time you get inside, he immediately, like, goes to the corner of the wall and, like, curls up and shudders as he realizes he has just dodged a massive bullet.
Yeah.
As he just sort of, like, rocks back and forth a little bit until you have to, like, snap him out of it. Okay. Okay, I'm alive. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, I need to breathe. Oh, I need to breathe.
Easy, pal. Take your time and have a good berry.
Oh, sick. I could use one. He immediately, like, eats one. Whatever nutrition would come to him is semi-instant. As you see, like, it's almost as if, like, his neck beard is, like, fuller and more shinier. And he has a bit more of a, like... Nick, the best way to describe his, like, general appearance is, like, imagine, like, a sleazy bar-goer, but as an adventurer.
If I had to say a description, a dwarf.
A dwarf?
Goblin dwarf.
He is a bit chunky. He definitely has a bit of a dad bod vibe to him. Very much like he's giving World of Warcraft Goblin with his voice and his general appearance.
Did he say his name yet?
No, I'm
Okay,
getting
yeah.
to that.
Sorry, just make sure.
As he is going to say, okay, I can breathe now. Thank you all. Name's Shios.
Shios?
Oh, you need me to spell it out for you?
Yes, said the voice in the sky.
Yes, Xioz, Shios.
Interesting name.
Type that out.
Shios. Alright, Shields. Can you tell us what you were doing before you got snatched up?
I came over to East Haven for a personal business, and then as soon as I came over here, I immediately got jumped. Actually, I realize I probably shouldn't be saying this out loud. Do you all have a room?
We're in it.
We brought him to our room.
Oh!
Yeah, no, we
I
don't-
need to completely change my demeanor for this, as, is Merkin here.
Hello.
Merkin, as soon as, this goblin looks immediately towards you, he's like, well, I was in here for, do my own business, and then immediately I almost got jumped. Ah! And he is immediately going to, like, breach and immediately back up into the corner. As he has locked eyes with Merkin and is immediately frightened of him.
I'm going to put my hand over his mouth as he tries to scream, because we don't need him drawing attention to us in our room. I imagine we got him in here through the window, so the innkeeper, or no one really knows he's here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
He's friend, you're in no danger.
Calm down, you idiot. No one needs to know that you're here.
He's not one of them. He's a double agent.
This is true.
Are you calm?
His eyes are still wide, but he is, like, heavily huffing, but relatively quiet.
Why did druids not get calm emotions? What the hell?
Yeah, for real though, fuck.
Yeah.
Above table, admittedly, I kind of wanted somebody to to knock on the door, because I had the funniest idea that I wanted to try out.
Nick is going to...
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping.
At like 11 at night?
Oh wait, are you being real? Are you being for real? I'll do it.
Sure.
As the door is knocked on and there's someone approaching, we hear housekeeping on the other side. Zeke immediately springs into action. I got this. And he takes off his clothes, straight up just strips, goes over to the door, opens it, and goes, ugh, yeah, huh? Did you need something? Straight up looking, absolutely, you know, pretending to have the greatest night of his life. And he's just like, what's up?
No, I can come back. I'm so sorry, sir. She also looks a little bit afraid as she is witnessing you essentially giving full frontal, and she is immediately going to scurry off.
Alright, good night.
So that's the third time we've seen Zeke fully nude.
And Zeke closes the door, locks it, and then he proceeds to put his clothes back on.
You turn around and you see, while Shiaz here is frightened, he still has a tiny little bit of a blush as you just immediately strip for no reason, according to him.
He's like, oh no, I
still
got...
very much like frightened, more so than like, ooh.
As Zeke is putting his clothes back on, and it's just like, what? If somebody heard the scream, they have to know it was out of pleasure, not out of fear.
Okay, well, that aside... Alright, Shiaz, I need you to calm down. Please do not shout, because we can't afford to have you being seen here. I'm gonna let go of your mouth now, and I'd like you to please, calmly, explain what the hell happened.
As soon as you let go of his mouth, you immediately hear him say, fuck, I knew this was too good to be true.
What?
Of course I get saved, but not without a caveat. As he's just gonna fold his arms very stubbornly as, like, somebody who looks like he got like it's the vibe that he's very much giving is like he was in a bad situation and he got bailed out by the last person he wanted to see, and now he is pouting and fuming to himself as he realizes that, oh, there's probably a catch to
wait.
this act of mercy.
Wait a minute, hang on. Oh,
Did you now figure it out?
hello, Shiaz. Nice to finally put a name to a face.
Oh.
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 Oh, you're one of those Brotherhood fuckers. Okay.
Wait,
Boston,
One way
don't
to put it.
don't
Wait,
say it like that.
you're not Master Arthur's lackeys?
No.
No. They're lackeys is definitely not a word for it. They are with me, yes. However, not lackeys, no.
Where's family, bozo?
Thank you, Zeke. As he smiles.
Huh. Right. As he just looks weirded out by you saying this, Merkin. Alright. Well, you caught me. Alright. What are you gonna do to me?
He kind of slowly blinks. Shiaz. I'm going to have to be as straight with you as I can possibly be. Aside from your name, I have no memory of who you are.
That sounds about right. As he just grumbles.
Oh.
Well, as the lowest ranked member on this mission, you barely gave me
No.
any mind anyway.
No, Shiaz, that's not what I mean.
What do you
For about how long has it been since we've been traveling together, gang?
Couple of weeks.
Yeah, about
Yes,
3 or 4
exactly.
weeks. Yeah.
For that amount of time, I've been aware of the fact that I have amnesia. I literally cannot remember my time with the Brotherhood or even the Cold Cloaks. Well, I remember bits and pieces. The only reason that your name even rings a bell to me is because, well, it turned up in Avarice's book.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, only because you mentioned the name Avarice.
13.
14.
14.
Just throw some spit on you.
Sorry, Will, natural 20 on insight.
It's not lying, technically.
Well, okay, if he rolls a natural 20 on insight, that means you would have to reveal, like, your truth, but also your vibe. So, if that is essentially also, like, what he is expressing, then he will get the picture, essentially.
Yeah.
As you see, like, Shiaz still very much tense, but then as you explain yourself, you say, no shit. You really don't remember anything.
I have a working theory as to what may have happened to me, but for the time being, yes. I just flat out have amnesia.
Alright, I guess if there was ever a better time for a second first impression, here it is. He's going to clear his throat as he's gonna say, the name's Shiaz. Old friend? And fellow member of the Arcane Brotherhood.
Well, it's wonderful to meet you again, Shiaz.
You see him very, very confused as you are... an insight check.
Alright.
Why is he being so nice to
He's
me?
being so nice to me.
I'm good at this. I'm good at insight.
Yeah,
24.
He should
Yeah,
have stabbed me like 7 times by now. What's going on?
that is very much the vibe that you're getting from them. That is like, wait, why am I not being like ridiculed for my weakness, or like being held to a debt now that I've been saved by Master Arzor, and also why is he being so nice to me, and why does he have friends, and where is his son? Like you just get like it's all of these like things going on in his head all at once. That it's very much like, you know how when you adopt a feral cat, the feralisms don't really go away? His feralisms are expecting you to not be this nice.
He's used to more of a professional distance from you.
There's a catch-22 somewhere in here. He's in this for the long con. I'm gonna wait for him to slip up.
Nick will speak up at this point and say, "Yes, we are aware of your mission here, but we're still trying to figure out. The vast majority of you are still kind of scattered."
Shiaz will look over towards you, Merkin, as he'll say out loud and say, I don't think protocol allows me to say this in front of non-Brotherhood members, right? Unless you already told them.
I would say, just whisper it to me.
What?
We know a fair bit about the operation as it is, so...
Yeah, he will just whisper to you and say, am I allowed to talk about Operation Red Discovery out loud like this?
I mean, I don't mind.
He is gonna immediately insight check you. Natural 19.
Okay, what do I roll then?
Well, that depends. Do you want to be truthful, or do you want to conceal things?
I mean, he's honestly being pretty truthful right now.
Alright, then you can choose to automatically fail, then.
Okay.
Automatically, like, if you're being truthful, that would be considered failing to deceive him, and therefore he gets to read your intention. So he reads your intention that, like, yeah, it's okay, and hesitantly and says, alright, I was coming here to research into finding the ancient necropolis, as we all are, but before I could even access any archives, or even see if there were any archives here, I just kind of got jumped. They said I murdered somebody here, and that I escaped, and I didn't really know what they were talking about, so... But they jumped me, so I couldn't really cast any spells. And then they took away my spell book, and then they were gonna tie me to a stake, but then the blizzard came, and then they just shoved me into the cell. And then, your friends? That's gonna be weird to say. Friends came over and found me.
So, you're actually the second goblin we've rescued from these
that's-
people?
Yes, this was...
You're also the second
Kind
goblin
of.
who has a spell book.
But it's now lost.
Yes, this is...
Oh, I know where it is. It's confiscated.
We're also trying to say that, well, we're partially to blame for this. Mostly him over there. Just kind of motions to Nick.
Okay. Okay.
Well, no. You had a thing for the last one that we got out of this situation, so you can't really just back out of that.
I mean, I'll own up. I didn't want to see another goblin get fucking burnt at the stake, so
Exactly.
I'll
and
own
you're a
up
good
to it.
person for that, Nick. I'm not.
Wait a minute. There was a guy who was supposed to be burned before, and you rescued him, and they confused me for him?
Yeah, no, I think it's because you're both bald and wizards is what they got confused.
And goblins.
He will, lower his hood because he's still wearing winter clothing. He isn't as clean-shaven as Wezo is, but he has a bit of stubble on a mostly bald head. But he does have a very noticeable, like, full neck beard. Something that Wezo would be caught dead having.
Either way, we think the people here are prejudiced towards goblins.
Or, they
Or-
needed a scapegoat.
Or, their last prisoner escaped and you fit the bill almost exactly.
Shit. This did not go well at all. Fucking, ugh. I knew I should have come out here. I knew it was a long shot, but I thought maybe if I did well enough on this expedition that I'd actually get a promotion. I mean, the winner of this whole thing basically gets to be the one to try and usurp the leader. So, I don't know. Maybe if I was the first to find it, you would all rally around me, and then... I don't know, I'd actually get some fucking respect.
Well, Shiaz, if you don't mind me asking, just because this is also just a thing that's been plaguing me for a while, and Avarice obviously wasn't going to answer, just trying to pluck my own name from her lips was like pulling teeth. But I'll just get right down to it. Can you remind me, who was Merkin, and why is their name in my spell book? My only guess is either they're our leader, or someone I was with, or...
Oh, Master Merkin? Oh, he was with you and Rulon for your group. He's a gnome. He shares the same rank as you. You and your wife, Felon, were the highest ranking officials on this mission. Technically, you're the overseers for all of us, but all of us made an agreement that once we got here, it was every man for themselves, even if we decided to group up with each other at some point.
Sorry, did you say his wife?
Yeah, he has a wife.
Velko was her name?
Velen.
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 Vellynne.
And the real Merkin was a gnome.
Yes.
Yes.
So Arzor, quote unquote, Rulon, and Merkin were all one group, and supposedly were the ones trying to blend in with the Cold Cloaks.
So, Shiaz, I'm going to tell you something, and if
You're
you
right,
find
I
this
should get out of
humorous,
here. You were totally right.
and no, before that, if you find this humorous, you have my full permission to laugh, please. Full hog on it, because now that I know, this is kind of funny to me too, but,
Okay, wow, you really don't know anything. The Arzor I know would never talk like this.
well, let's just say that I'm not a fan of what I've heard of who I used to be, and anyway. So much so that when I woke up from from having amnesia, the first name that I found in my spell book was Merkins. So, what do you want to guess is the name that I've taken for myself in my amnesiac state?
Wait a minute. As he is going to look over towards... So, question. Where would you holster Cypher, your spellbook?
I mean, probably while standing at my hip, but if sitting, they'd probably be in my lap right now.
Right.
Or you know, even just like
Or
on the
floating.
table, since I was kind of mid-translation when they came in.
Okay. As soon as you propose that question over to Shiaz, he is immediately going to look over towards the, wherever you have Cypher. And he is going to stand up, he's going to look over towards the spellbook and say, "No shit!
Oh,
You
no.
have his spellbook!"
Oh no.
Huh.
No wonder. No wonder I couldn't recognize my own ciphers. They're his. That's actually hilarious. Thank you, I needed that today.
Yeah. As
No.
he's gonna laugh, but very nervously, as everything here still seems too good to be true, and he's still like, still waiting for the part for you to be like, "By the way, I lied."
By the way, I lied. I remember everything. I'm going to murder you because you've compromised our
He's
mission.
waiting for the fake shoe to drop, pretty much.
By the way, I lied. Disintegrate.
No. No. Excuse me. Now you know I have amnesia. I can barely say your name correctly.
Yeah,
Gia.
honestly,
Gia.
no, that wouldn't really alleviate me. You would barely know who I was to begin with.
You know, that makes a little bit of sense, and given the way I am right now, that's a little disappointing, but regardless.
So you
I
really
know this
don't
is-
know anything,
I
right?
know this. Indeed. I know this is probably a lot to take in right now, but yes.
Okay. So, does that mean you're out of the running?
I'm not sure yet.
Fuck.
No, not like that. Not like that. Besides, it wouldn't be fair for me to just flick you out of the running when you're just here as helpless as you are.
I mean, aren't there other mages guilds you could join?
It kind of sounds like this brotherhood of yours kind of sucks ass. Otherwise, you wouldn't be trying to usurp your leader.
Also, you wouldn't be stuck here in the cold of Icewind Dale.
Well, no. We all of us in Operation Red Discovery came here willingly.
Well,
We came here to look for the ruins of Yithrin. As I'm going to type that out, since this is the first time that it's been name dropped.
If
1 second.
sounds like a furry website.
Yithrin.
Yithrin? No.
Yeah,
No.
that sounds like a portal just of like very hungry, yaoi-induced idiots.
Oh God.
Where everyone's OC is a blue, like a neon blue fox or some bullshit.
Oh
Yeah, something
God.
like that, yeah.
Throwing blue towels. I meant foxes. I meant that she was a fox.
Well,
Everyone
anyway.
remembers that. Cool.
Well, regardless, the whole point of looking for Yithrin was to usurp your leader?
Yes. We were looking for something. A secret. And, Arzor Merkin, I honestly am too scared to make
Please.
assumptions.
Please refer to me in whatever way you feel most comfortable with.
Okay. We were here looking for a secret or a weapon or something that fits the bill. This is all Arzor's wife's idea. We were looking for, do any of you know, do you remember the name Arkril Kesso?
Casel.
I'm gonna type that out. Akar Kessel.
I don't think I recognize that name.
They are, an ancient, they're an ancient, Netherese wizard from the old empire. They had an artifact upon them called, I need to remember how to say this properly. Krishinabun. So I'm gonna type that out. We don't know
Cinnabon.
what it is. Krishinabun, yes.
Makes me think of Cinnabons.
That's how it's spelled in the book, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Oh, in the book, you say? No.
Yeah, this is a book thing, yeah.
Ah,
We don't know what it is exactly, but it was an artifact or a weapon or a trinket, some kind of artifact suffused with a demonic magic of some kind. And supposedly, this artifact could be used to create Chardolin from thin air.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
We
That's-
heard about Chardolin, but the supplies are so rare that you can't really track down deposits in Icewind Dale. The Ten Towns doesn't really have the infrastructure or the desire to seek out Chardolin for themselves. They're too busy trying to survive. But legend has it that Akar Kezel used this artifact to create his own wizard tower made of Chardolin. And in turn, made his own full-blown necropolis out of it. Well, it was an own personal city, and then something happened. Nobody really knows, but, basically, Akar's not on this mortal plane anymore, and the place was abandoned, so it's a necropolis, or so the legend says. And, that's what we're here for. We're here to all find, Shinshinabon.
huh.
That's...
Whoever finds it first basically gets an endless supply of Chardolin to themselves.
I think we may have a bigger problem now.
Bigger than Master Arzor here.
So I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. There are an army of Doragar invading Icewind Dale right now.
Wergar.
Yes.
Deep dwarves.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They are hunting down all the Chardolin here in Icewind Dale to power some sort of magic weapon of sorts, we assume. If they find this, if they find this item before we do, we are royally fucked.
he is immediately gonna look over to Birkin and say, "Do they know about the ruins?"
We don't know.
At this point, I don't even know.
Fuck. These are other members of the Brotherhood too, right?
To us?
The Dwergard that you're talking about.
Not that we're aware of.
I think they're just a third party.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a
I
whole.
know that it was at least part of whatever Avarice was planning to. Well, no, actually, my mistake. I have that wrong. They were allied. Avarice had allied herself with an organization that also wanted to take down the Dwergar. I don't know if that was her plan as well.
Oh, so you have backup then.
Hmm.
I would expect Master Arzor to immediately make friends as he sort of makes a very, like, subtle quotation marks with his fingers.
Well, about that. No. Well, suppose I just should be frank with you. Avarice's, or at least her attempt at whatever she was planning not over here. Above table, what town was it again? What?
It was Caer Dynaval.
Caer Dynaval, yes. Over at Caer Dynaval. The Knights of the Black Sword are no more. Avarice herself has not been brought to harm. We have just told her there's nothing left for her there, and that it's best for her to leave.
You convinced her to drop out of the race?
I wouldn't say she's necessarily dropped out of the race, but she is definitely going to be waylaid for a time.
Yeah, we killed a devil that she had allied herself with, so at least I dropped his influence around that castle.
Also, we are. The name of the Dorgar clan that's going to war here is called the Sunblights.
Oh, right, yes, thank you for that.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll something for him, just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is gonna think to himself, sorry, Master Arzor, I don't know anything about that name.
Apparently,
That's fine.
they've also messed with some of the wizards of Thay. They ended up stealing a spell book and a banged up crown, an artifact of sorts.
He is immediately going to widen his eyes at the sound of artifact. Okay, surely that can't be the artifact. There's no way that I haven't been able to find this damn tower.
Well, the crown artifact was in Thay, so odds are probably not.
He is immediately going to, like, be like, You mean there's red wizards here?
Oh yeah, the one that we rescued was a red wizard.
You what?
Shrug.
Not out of any personal allying with them. Just, well... Do I dare spill the beans on that, Nick, or should I let you?
They're not a bad person. They just grew up in a bad part of the world.
Bad
This
part of
is
town.
true.
I
true.
have the perfect gift for this.
Boy. The what? mention of red wizards, though. What?
As soon as you mention it's like, oh, you're not bad. They just grew up in a bad neighborhood or whatever. Immediately, he's just looking at you pensively, like, a bad part of they is still bad they.
Shrug. I mean,
To be fair, he rescued that wizard on his own. We rescued you because we knew that you were essentially the scapegoat.
No, they confused me for a red wizard.
I don't think they cared. Just you
I
were a
wish
goblin.
I was that powerful. Or
Just that-
scary.
Just that you were a goblin wizard who happened to be in town where a goblin wizard just escaped from jail. So, wrong place, wrong time.
And you see he's immediately going to, like, curl up, hands in his face, just like, I knew I should have come out here.
Do you have a place to go back to?
Back to Luskin, but I came out here for nothing.
oh, hey
I
now.
couldn't find the tower, and now I'm gonna go home empty-handed, and it's gonna be the same shit as usual when I get back home.
Well, let's have a little hope. Listen, it's not too far, but Brimshander, there's a place where we've been kind of, whenever we pass through, we kind of stay there. I'll give him Greysteel's address, essentially.
He's gonna look pensively. It's like, what? I don't want to stay here. This place is cold.
Alright, well, I mean, you do whatever you want, but if you do stay here, you're welcome to lend a hand. Icewind Dale could use an extra wizard or two every once in a while. You may not be as powerful as a wizard of Thay, but you're still a wizard. A lot of people need help here. And if you lend a hand with us, I'm certain Merkin over here, or whatever your original name was, will be very your Master Arzo would be very appreciated with an extra pair of hands. Who's to say he might owe you a favor?
This is true.
Roll me I'm gonna say Nick. Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Persuasion +7, go!
Can I help? Oh wait,
So-
no, it's with Bandit. Wait.
13 either way.
Alright, 13.
Can you tell me what he rolls on his insight?
He rolled a 14 on the die.
Cool. I will use whoa on him.
Whoa!
I forget, do you have to roll a number?
Yeah, it's a d6.
Alright, go ahead and roll your d6.
-5.
Alright, so, you... Shiaz looks towards you all and says... and you almost see, like, for a brief moment, it's almost like this... The more you've been talking with Shiaz, the more you realize how absolutely pathetic and, meager he is. Like, it's very much like, he's giving lackey.
He's giving wet puppy.
Oh,
Not
maybe.
quite. Like he is giving the guy who is the butt of everybody's jokes because he is, like, the least powerful wizard in this group, sort of thing.
He's the new kid.
He's that one meme of the kid, that Pepe who gets knocked on the floor and his lunch is all over the floor. He's looking up and crying.
Yes, exactly.
Oh no!
That is
Oh,
basically
maybe.
Shiaz in the Arcane Brotherhood. But as you explain to him, it's like, hey, if you go to Brimshander, you'll actually be able to help other people and, make a difference or whatever. you see his eyes begin to brighten a little bit as he says, "You mean they'll actually respect me for this?"
I mean, there's definitely not a lot of magic users in Icewind Dale, so
They'll
any
kneel
bit of
down at my feet and call me their god?
No.
Let's put reasonable expectations.
One moment at a time, she yells.
like again, please, yeah, don't do that. They might not like that.
He pouts as soon as you shoot him down on that part.
Oh, I know.
Again, I don't think this Arcane Brotherhood was very healthy.
No, they, from the sound of things, they were not great to you. And I feel like my old self is partially to blame for that, if not mostly to blame, so...
Yes.
Can I actually apologize on behalf of my former self? Is that allowed?
Anything's allowed.
I mean, there isn't really anything to apologize for. Not really. If anything,
Pretty sure.
shouldn't you be demanding I apologize to you for making you rescue me?
You didn't make us do anything.
So no groveling at your feet.
Nope.
Unless you want to, I guess.
Oh, yes, only if you want to, but I'm not going to hold you to that.
This
That's
is
all
certain-
obligated.
He immediately blushes and waves his arms. It's like, no, that's not what I am insinuating at all. No.
I'm not into feet.
No, stop.
The silent pause that everyone gave, like, huh?
He just
I'm
shakes
about
his
to get.
head
I'm
and
about to
says,
get sidetracked.
I
She
already
yells, "You're
kiss
being way
enough
too
boots
cute
as
right now."
is.
Kiss enough what?
He says, I already kiss enough boots as is.
Ah.
I don't want to kiss anymore.
Fair enough.
Well, either way, I think if you do want to actually, lend a hand, I think you may be pretty useful in helping a certain researcher.
Oh yes.
There's a
Researcher?
yes, there's an Azamar in the Dwarven Valley. He's currently in hiding right now. Mostly because we may have pissed off some of the cold cloaks, but he's figured out a weakness in the Rhine.
This is true.
Oh.
We could-
Oh. That's... Huh. I never really thought about the Rhine. We weren't really here to research the Rhine. We were just here for the ruins.
That's true, but it's nearly impossible to travel out there due to the Rhine making it basically inhospitable. If you could figure out a way how to help us turn the Rhine off, that could help spread the the search for the ruins a lot better.
And also, you gain the prestige for figuring that out.
This is very true.
You could share in the glory of saving an entire nation from an eternal winter.
You see him, his eyes glow, he looks at his hands, his currently non-calloused hands, just imagining to himself, you see him, like, mutter out loud, I will be showered in thankfulness and praise.
So
Yeah.
he's got a praise king. Got it.
Just out of curiosity, how many pages did you have filled out in your spell book?
Who? You immediately snap him out of it. Oh, me?
Yeah, like how. I'm trying to like above table ask him like what level of wizard he was, but a way
Yeah.
that's in
Above
character.
table, he would essentially be, like, level 3.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh,
Well, at the
geez.
very least, he has more spells than fucking Inigo, apparently.
So he just now chose his major subclass.
Like, I wasn't kidding when I said he's giving underling. Pathetic underling.
What school of magic did you want to focus in?
I am actually gonna roll that randomly.
It's gonna be the
Oh,
most
you're not gonna
useless
make him
thing.
be a kiss ass and go scribe? I'm kidding.
No, only the leader gets to be scribe and have the cool talking spellbook. Duh.
Wow, okay.
He goes conjuration
I
and
guess.
he goes conjurer and becomes very inadequate.
Aw.
Doesn't say it's-
he like summons a ferret, but it's like somehow tiny or large size, but because it's so large it can't move.
Brr.
Yeah, it literally just. Egg.
Egg. I'm just saying, like, he's gonna choose like the worst school for this region, like enchantment or something.
Oh no. Also, hey, you watch your mouth, Clint is enchantment.
Okay, Clint would be able to do fuck all here.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm just trying to get the base ones. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exactly 8.
So find your D8 now.
Oh god damn it!
Oh, no.
Okay, there it is. I found it. Alright, hey. He is going to... Let me just read here how exactly this works. Hold on. I'm almost there. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Alright. He is going to, he is gonna, well, are you essentially, like, so how do you ask him, like, what his deal is?
Like, what's your major?
It's like, so I know, like, many wizards, focus on one area of study, so I've heard. What did you focus in?
He is going to look sheepishly to the side and say, I make fake money.
Oh, you were an illusionist.
Or transmutation?
No, I transmute, substances.
I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know what spells that would imply, but maybe something like this, as I just shape water.
That is a cantrip. It's like... Oh, yeah, I could do that too. I mostly use it on alcohol, though.
I mean,
You know what? Fair enough.
I mean, hey, transmutation is useful. It's one of those niche things, but I mean, it has its uses. And I feel
And it
like,
lets you get free drinks at the bar all night.
I mean, that's also true. It's not about what you can do. It's about how you use it.
That's what I keep telling myself, but everybody else can just, like, shoot fireballs and, like, lift people off the ground with their minds and shit like that.
Well, I mean, from what I learned, from what I know, again, Alonso's like using player knowledge a little bit. He did study a little bit at that temple. Like, you can, also he's seen Merkin do it. You can, like, copy spells, right? So you can still do those as well.
This is true.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind sharing some spells
but
with you.
the material, he'll explain and say, yeah, but I don't think I'm powerful enough to cast them, and even if I was, the materials don't stay those materials forever.
I mean, everyone seems pretty confident until their stone structure turns into wood and collapses on itself.
Or in the mud.
Yeah,
Sure.
but when we're trying to synthesize things into rare inks, the rare inks don't dry fast enough before they revert back to pencil shavings.
Oh,
I-
see.
Either
Above
way.
table, yeah. Above
Go ahead.
table, he's basically saying that, like, this transmutated, gold pieces or whatever materials do not count towards the material requirements for copying spells.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
minor alchemy does kind of suck.
Which is why it's so much better in the 2024 Unearthed Arcana right now. You get your transmuter stone immediately at level 3.
Much
Ooh,
better.
That is actually really good.
Either way, I'm sure they can find something for you to do and be useful.
Alright,
But
sure.
don't we need to get your book first, or do you just need a new book, or?
Oh my god, I forgot about my book!
Cheers!
We'll try and get it tomorrow.
I mean, are you sure? You already rescued me. When the blizzard ends, they're gonna realize I'm gone, and then I don't know what's gonna happen after that.
Well,
You let us worry about that.
we'll just stay in our room and don't let anyone see you. What spells do you have prepared right now?
That is a good question.
Big man.
Please say you have invisibility prepared.
Let me see here. Well, I'm not gonna, do a whole spell list, but I will do a high or low. High or low?
High rollers!
He is going to, like, you see his ears visibly, like, lower as you mention invisibility, and he says, "That's my favorite spell, but I can't use it."
Why?
He doesn't have it prepared, obviously. Here.
I don't have it.
Oh.
Alright, well, either way,
Give me a moment. Actually, Shiaz, do you know if Merkin had invisibility in his spellbook?
I don't see why you wouldn't. He is pretty much just under yours and Velen's level.
Well, I have an idea, if you might indulge me for a moment. Come, sit.
He immediately does so with, like, the urgency, like, he immediately, like, sits upright. It's like, oh fuck, Master Arzor is giving me an order. Right, I
Not an
still
order.
can't trust this quite yet.
No, that's perfectly fine. That's... And then he'll just kind of open up Cypher on the table and just like, we're going to see if we can crack Merkin's Cypher. And see if we can find some invisibility.
Oh,
And-
alright.
But I would be more than happy for your assistance if you would lend me some.
Okay. What can I do, though? It's his cipher.
This is true. It's also not my cipher. I still managed to figure out a couple of these. What I'm getting at is, an outside perspective is always helpful.
So you're a wizard, man. By God's sake, you gotta have like a positive intelligence score.
Exactly. See,
He
we can figure this out.
He has a 13 in intelligence. He weighs the bare minimum.
Well, hold
Aw.
on now. Let's not discredit him. Well, hold on now. Let's not discredit him too much. He has a 15. The highest that you can get in standard array.
Fair.
And then for some reason he didn't put a +1 or 2 into it.
I mean, he's a... He's a goblin. He gets Dex and Con.
Right. He follows old school rules. You guys don't.
I followed my old school rules.
Yeah, so let's go looking for invisibility, see if we can find that one specifically, and if not, I'll at least have another spell open.
Okay, so, how do you... So how do you try and get Shiaz's help for this?
Is it more so that you're looking for help and more like you're trying to give him a teaching moment for him to figure it out? Because if he's level 3, he should have the spell slot for it.
Little bit of both, I guess. But I guess what I'm also trying to get at is, like, if he does not have the spell, prepared or otherwise, then,
He doesn't have the spell, period.
Yeah, like, because Merkin does not have the spell at the moment. So I'm trying to see if, like, we can maybe, like, brute force decipher it into being, and then, you know, be able to use that to cast it on him if we need it.
You want another set of eyes to help you, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'll have you do. So before, when you were adding spells to your spellbook, you were essentially doing the normal rules of copying spells to your spellbook, just with different flavor and reduced cost. However, you are essentially, like, brute force copying. You're essentially brute force trying to decipher the cipher without any help whatsoever. So here's what I'll say. I will say, roll me a Arcana check with disadvantage. The DC, however, because this is invisibility, is a 15.
Disadvantage. Even with him helping you, though.
You quickly realize that even with your amnesia, you are way out of his league.
He's more of a he's a detriment.
He's helping, but you know,
not enough to like make it a
straight. He's not providing any good insights. He's doing the best he can. It's just you're operating on two different planes, basically. 13.
Guidance. Wiggles eyebrows. A guidance.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Alright, you need at least a 2.
Two!
You on the die. How do you do this then?
No, I don't know. I never know how to flavor these, but let's see. Well, I know some ciphers usually like just above table work on usually like some kind of keyword or set thereof or whatnot, but
right.
I think at first Merkin is gonna try to like do something with like a combination of like Merkin, Arzor, and Grulon, just because of the idea that like, okay, these three travel together, so maybe it's like a thing where where in their past they were like a closely knit group, close enough to, you know, make that kind of an important keyword potentially.
Yeah.
And then just kind of start from there, see if, you know, pick Shiaz's brain a little bit while we're on there, just like, you know, here, try this paragraph over here, use this here, or what have you.
Just some busy work to do while we wait for the blizzard to stop.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so in that case, you watch as Shiaz is studying the book, and you realize he kind of locks in for a second as he notices one particular rune and says, "Hang on, Okay, let me try something. And he is going to,
Sure.
whip out a gold piece, from his pocket. He is going to close his fist with it. There's a faint glow, and when he reopens it, there is, like, it's basically turned into dust, essentially speaking. And he is going to carefully trace the edge. He's going to basically, like, trace this rune with the gold shavings.
Yeah.
And as soon as he does, there is an immediate glow as, essentially speaking, it unlocks the corner of the page where the page count would be, but, which is like 1% of the way to unlocking the page. However, Merkin, because you have experience with this spell book, you know that this hole, as long as you have a hole, you can essentially, like, tear the rest open, metaphorically speaking.
Uh-huh.
So, you know just from your experience that you know whatever tricks you would need to do to forcibly tear open this hole, and so you know, trace your hands along the runes a certain way, you know, whatever you like to imagine in your head, and eventually you open up the entire page, like, decipher it. You realize that this is one of those pages where it's like, half of the page is, like, the end of one section, and the other half is the beginning of another one. So, like, what is above, alphabetically, what is above transmutation? Well, either way, it's like, 1 second. Sorry, I want authenticity.
That's all good.
Where are the subclasses list? There it is again. Come on. Okay. Alright, so the top half of the page is a entry from, hold on. Shit. Fuck, I got lost.
That's all good.
Alright. Alright, website, stop it. Stop it, website.
Stop it. Get some help.
Alright, there we go. You, look, and, the bottom, the top half of the page is essentially sort of like context, you know, context clues and reading for, like, notes on a spell of evocation that you can't quite make out. So it's just the notes of the spell, not the actual evocation spell itself.
Okay.
The bottom half of the page is the entry for the spell invisibility. As it eventually, it ends on evocation and starts the illusion section.
Okay.
You found the chapter opening line.
Yeah, you have essentially found the part where the illusion section of the book would start.
I found my secret spell, chapter 3. Yeah, so above table, that equates to basically like half the spell then, yeah.
Let me see here. Does invisibility have a material component?
I don't think so.
Let me double check. It does have a material component, an eyelash encased in gum Arabic. But, essentially speaking, because there is no gold cost to this, there is no reason why, exposed to this, that Shiaz wouldn't be able to have access to practice this.
Very nice.
And you just see him just sort of, like, look at it in awe and amazement. It's like, my favorite spell! It's actually here!
Yeah. Good catch, Shiaz.
he kind of like looks towards you with a sense of like, should I be happy that Alzur said this?
Yes, if you want.
Oh, I'll figure that out for myself.
Fair enough, fair enough.
As I will say, imagine you being a wizard, you would have, like, whatever material components you are at all times, unless they are, like, paid.
Yeah.
So, for all intents and purposes, because this is him, like, learning it for himself, he's not going to be able to cast this on himself right away. He would have to sit around and, like, brute force practice this.
Okay.
So I will say, he is going to... Well, I'm going to roll something real quick. 1 second. Okay, so, I rolled a 7 on a d8, so it will take him roughly a week unassisted to fully master the spell.
Oh, well, that's fine at least. Like, I at least have access to it now, so...
Yes,
In the
also,
interim-
you now have invisibility lock.
Hooray! Hooray! Yeah. So in the meantime, at least, we can, like, use that on him if we need to hide him. It would help if I could spell it correctly.
On the plus
'Cause I
side,
almost went invincibility. I'm like, wait a minute, that's a whole other thing.
That spell doesn't exist.
Exactly.
cue the title card.
Oh, wait, yeah.
I get that reference.
Invisibility is second level. What am I saying? I don't know why I thought it was first. Anyway.
Nah, it's second.
Okay, yep. There we go. Hell yeah. Cool, thank you.
But yeah, to let everybody else know, essentially speaking, Shiaz is essentially going to be... If you are confining him to this room for his safety, he's going to be stuck here for, at max, a week.
But, you know, we don't necessarily have to, like, keep him confined here for that long. We'll figure that out as we go, and...
Right.
Shrug. Maybe we can, like, help him with that in Brinchander or something. Who knows? Again, we'll figure that out if and or when the time comes.
Yeah.
For now, we gotta see if we can, like, get his spellbook back, though.
I will say, at this point, the blizzard has officially passed, as I will fade out the ambience. As the blizzard begins to fade, and you can only guess that it is a matter of time before people begin to find out what the hell just happened.
Let's let it night. They're probably asleep. They don't care right now.
Oh god, it's happened again!
Oh god damn it!
Help! Help! It's again!
Help, it's again! Oh no! God,
Alright.
I haven't heard that in so long.
But yeah, we'll probably wrap it up here in a second, but what is your first course of action for now that the blizzard has subsided?
Probably settle in for the night because it is too late for us to go speak with the speaker.
So essentially our goals are talk to the speaker, get their vibe, but also keep an eye out for the Dwergar that are supposed to be meeting here, right?
Yeah, they're out in...
Yeah.
They're on a frozen boat out in the middle of the lake. So we'll have to go and take care of that.
Yeah.
So for now, I guess we'll just take it easy. Maybe we should sleep in shifts, like, you know, like we would, you know, at a campsite, just in case we do hear like guards yelling and running about.
Yeah. Maybe keep a watch.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I will say to end off today. Let's get these watches in then. Who would like to take first watch?
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Ithiel, how do you take your watch?
Eh. Well, everyone else gets settled into their rooms because we basically got 2 rooms. So we either put all of our chips in one basket, or we divvied we divvied everyone up, 2-2 to a room, or 3-1 to a room, or whatever like that. However they do it.
Mm-hmm.
Zeke is he's going to step out first, realizing that obviously they're still doing human sacrifices, so the lights are still on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to sit by the tavern it's an inn, right? Not a tavern.
It's an end, yeah.
Yes, this is an inn.
Yeah, okay, all right. So he's going to
A
just
white lady inn.
yes,
Wow,
indeed.
woman. God, you wanted that to come back so bad.
Anyways.
He's going to sit out by where like the main desk area is, and he's just going to take a seat, and he's going to pensively look out the window while he inspects his lantern for the moment, listening for the quiet sounds that are around the area should things go wrong.
All right. Roll me a perception check, but also roll me a D100.
All right, perception first.
All right, 10 and your D100.
D100. Imagine if I got a
Three.
100. I'll always wonder what happens when you get a 100 on a D100.
Depends on the roll, honestly.
Dealer's choice, I guess.
It's like I always imagine it's just like, oh, D100, it's time to divide by 0, black hole opens up.
You roll 100 on the D100, you get the best card in the deck of many things. Straight up.
You instantly get a castle with retainers. Yeah, I agree.
Oh fuck yeah, that sounds amazing. Oh shit, wait, I did the
You
thing that
instantly
Stingy
get a castle
that
and the deed.
I did the thing that Levistus wanted me to do, and be a ruler.
You have your own care to take over.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah. So, Ezekiel, as you essentially take your watch, watching the outside, what comes across his mind as he is by himself, looking off to the distance?
Mainly after everything that's going on, he's admittedly not as preoccupied with Shiaz and, the sacrificing or the things that are going on here. The majority of the things that are on his mind are mostly what Levestus had talked to him about. How he was alone with him in that one moment frozen in time. No pun intended. It's just like he thinks about how different everything would be if he was this chosen soldier, and he thinks about the ending of the battle where him and the group quote unquote made things harder. And, he's definitely happy with where he is now and how he's figured out what he wants to do and how he views himself. He definitely doesn't feel as lost as he was before. But definitely in the back of his mind, he still wonders and is like, what is the devil doing now?
As you hear a noise from the Chewinga lantern.
His vision comes down to the lantern, and
You see a single head poking out, like it's like the head no clips out of the lantern is just looking towards you.
Ezekiel looks at the head and is just like, "Hey, no G-modding yourself out of there. Get back in there." No, no, not actually. But he looks around and he realizes that nobody's in the lobby. Nobody's in the parlor. It's just him. So he takes the time to look at the little fella peeking out in his lantern, and it's just like, can't sleep either, huh? And he offers his hand to the Chewinga, realizing that it probably has the urge to come out of the lantern.
He does, and he immediately like climbs up your arm and like sits on your shoulder blade.
Is this one of the leafy Chewingas, or is this the standoffish Chewinga that likes Nick?
I think this is one of the leafy ones for sure.
Gotcha.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I remember we had found a different Chewinga, like a completely different one.
If I
Yeah.
remember correctly, by the
Likes to
way,
fight.
I believe you first met the Chewingas in East Haven.
That
But I
is
could be
true.
wrong.
No,
Yeah.
that is true. We're basically back home.
Um,
Zeke looks to the Chewinga and is just like, back home. Is there anything you miss about this place?
he just he just looks from side to side for a moment, and then you just see him go, "Huh?" And he just shrugs his shoulders.
The dinner plates here were pretty nice.
And that's when Zeke is gonna pull out his playing cards that he's had with him the entire time, by the way. We just never leaves them.
Right, yeah.
Area. And he puts them on the table and he's just like, "You want to learn how to play?"
You see him try to like take one of the cards, but the length of the card is the exact length of this Chewinga. So anytime he like tries to hold onto it, he has to like set it up like an upright mattress.
Oh
Have him,
boy.
have him
And
be
the-
have him be the dealer in blackjack. Has only had one card at a time.
It's just like, I think I have a better idea. And that's when Zeke organizes the playing cards into a house of cards.
Oh.
And as he does
He's
so,
way more into this.
Zeke, is organizing everything, and he manages to reach into his pouch, and he pulls out one, uh, one gold coin, and he's just like, "Your crown, my lord."
As he sort of like reaches out with tiny little stick nubs. And he puts it on his head, and I would assume at this point the House of Cards is stacked up.
Yes.
He immediately just sort of like carefully climbs up atop the house. Almost supernaturally, it seems as though he has somehow turned off his own weight. As he climbs up to the point where he's like sitting on the roof of the House of Cards. And he just sort of like looks out towards the window from the vantage point of this House of Cards. as if he is also too sort of like looking off into the distance.
A lot on your mind too, huh? Yeah.
Make me an insight check.
Ooh. Well, damn.
Let me see. 7. I'm gonna say with a 7, you don't necessarily think that there's a lot on this Chewinga's mind. Like, it doesn't seem to be it doesn't seem to be like a bundle of nerves like you usually are when you have like these big, thoughts to yourself and whatnot. It's more so that it seems to be looking off towards something specific in the distance.
Seeing Ezekiel paying attention to how it seems focused outside of the window on one particular point. Zeke tries to press his ears to the window to see if he, sees and or hears anything unusual. To see if, like, now that all of the, snow and frost has settled from the blizzard, that could there be anything out there just walking about? Like, could there be, like, the sound of silver scraps passing by? Are there more, are there more spirits that are freeing themselves in the world?
Yeah. Your vision is dim because the noise outside is muffled because, it's a window.
Window, yeah.
However, something unusual happens as you listen in, quote unquote.
Oh?
It's very dim and blurry. You can barely make out the lines of the snow just because you don't really have that much, sound to go off of. But then it's weird. You should be able to hear it, but you don't. Instead, you see almost like a pulse in the distance. And it's almost as if, like, the best way to describe it is, how, those, like, black and white, infrared, almost kind of like visuals of a bomb going off and the mushroom cloud just sort of like forming?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like that outside. But there's no boom, there's no anything to suggest that this is like something physical. It almost feels like a very magical presence.
Must be an earth-shattering couple.
Huh. Gnawing away at Zeke's mind, he wants to check it out, but he feels that the moment he goes outside, something stupid is gonna happen, and someone is gonna rush the inn, and he's not gonna make it in time to protect everyone.
Make a perception check for me.
Let's see. Oh my god. I used up all the luck, now it's gone.
Yeah, 6. You know that the direction that you are looking towards is roughly northeast of East Haven. In fact, I'm going to move this here. Northeast is where you see the pulse. You aren't able to get an exact, location or cause of sense of distance, because whatever pulse that you are seeing, quote unquote, is almost, I want to say psychedelic in nature. Like, it's almost like you're looking at an optical illusion. Like, you
Whoa.
think it's close, but your senses don't tell you it's close. But even then, your senses also don't really pinpoint exactly where it is. All you know is that you sensed it northeast of East Haven.
Damn. That's like where the locked in shear is, too.
And as at this point, you realize that the Chewinga is placing its little nubs against the side of your neck.
Oh.
And when you sort of like turn your vision towards it, you don't have to like do a very subtle like click of your teeth that you always do to like have your vision. This Chewinga is also kind of like glowing in the same way.
Whoa. I see you, little guy.
He just tilts his head. It's like, well, yeah, of course. Like, it seems confused.
Huh.
And then it just sort of basically uses your neck as a little thing to sit up against and nap against with your body heat.
Oh. The floof comes in handy for the win.
Yeah, the floof is essentially like holding him in place. It's like tall grass.
Yeah.
And I will say that will be the end of your watch. Who wants to
Alrighty.
go next?
I'd say we cut it here for now because I feel like Jesse's might actually pass out and call.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's alright.
Alright, in that case, just remind me for later, and next week we are gonna see what chaos will come from you freeing yet another goblin from East Haven.
It's
Or
like,
maybe not.
or maybe not. There's no evidence of us doing anything, so they don't know it's us. They don't have to.
Yeah, the only evidence is that something pried the board off. There's thousands of footprints everywhere, and his bonds have been chewed
Yeah.
through by a mouse. There's nothing that ties it back to us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
totally.
So until then, bye you two!
Bruh.
Bye.